Hey Jasmine, how are you? Hey Jasmine, how are you? Hey Jasmine, how are you? Can you hear me? I just turned the mic down on the other. Hey Jeffrey, how are you? Can everyone hear me? Hey Delaney, how are you doing? What time is it there in Australia? You can hear me? Okay, hopefully I'm not too loud. Thank you, Delaney. Welcome everyone. So what I have done here is I've placed two little sections, one for your person and one for yourself. So if you are inquiring about your twin, I've asked which pendulum to use. So if you have a yes or no, I could start with that. I was prompted to use angel light. I got a firm no on the other two selected choices I had. So it's angel light. That might be of significant use for you in some way with your partnership with this person that you're not in union, if you're not right now in union. And I'm trying to get my voice back. I'm on a histaminophene, whatever you know what I mean, for the sinuses, right? So I kind of sound kind of funny, but it is me. I'm not AI, I'm real. It's 1:14 p.m. Oh, so you have a whole bunch of time left to you on your day, on your clock. That's awesome. Hey, Registered, how are you doing? So are we all waiting for our unions to come in, our reunions to come in for our people? I am going to pull a card to add to each of the dice that we're going to throw for each side here. And we have a yes-no pendulum here waiting for anyone who has a question for yes or no. Okay, so for the currents who are sitting here currently or will be coming to the stream, they will be on the left of me, and right forward in front will be the ones that are their person, their twin that they're inquiring over. Okay, so for the union or reunion, either way, for the currents, can I get something, please? Thank you. And for the person that is their twin, okay, I'm going to roll the dice. And we have oracles that I'm going to pull for you if you'd like them to. And that was yours. And for your person, and we'll do this specifically to each of you as well. This is collectively right now, and so it might get zeroed in better for you each when we do each of yours. Okay, so we have a core energy, and then the card is, I think you're beautiful inside and out. I see the light that radiates from your soul. This is the message that your twin is sending you. You're sending, let me read the dice here. Okay, so we have the Tower, we have two Cancers here, we have Aries, we have one, we have Aquarius here again. Does not have to be any of these signs, mind you. The message that you may be sending is communication. 4 could mean something to you. You think I'm not listening to you, but I am. I hear everything you say and even replay our conversation in my head. That is what you're trying to say to your person. Oh, you're at the bar with your nephews. That must be you must be having fun there. And righteous, I want to say Judge Dredd now. First, you had me hanging with Cooper, and I think because you had that other one. I think, or no, wait, was that another person? I don't know. The names kind of get me kind of stymied. Righteous Dread. Did you used to go by Cooper, hanging with, not Cooper, but hanging with Dread, or something? It was something else. I can't remember. Life Path 4. I am the law. Okay. It's me, Mr. Cooper. Yes. That's right. Hanging with Mr. Bishop. That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and this is going to be, I'm going to pull some oracle. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so these could apply to any of you and all of you, but then we're going to zero in on each of you as you request, because this is not like a usual reading. I had pulled about 2 or 3 different twin flame reading cards yesterday, and I was like, I can't put those in because I know this is kind of a niche thing. It's not like everyone has a twin, or they don't believe they have a twin, whatever. So I wasn't going to put it into the main area. So I thought, well, I'll just put them here. And actually, I felt like they were just zeroing in on me. Like, I don't know if your guides are telling my guides, nudging me. Well, you have to get on this because these people want to know what's going on. There's going to be something coming together and they need to hear about it. So I think that could be what's going on. But we're going to pull for the ones listening in respect to what their twin would like to say. Can I get a pull on this, please? Okay, so it's no surprise they want you. It says, I want you. So your twin wants you. I dream about you at night. You light up my world. Do you love me the way I love you? I wish you were mine. I want to fall asleep next to you. And will you help me? Okay, so that's from one deck. We're going to pull some from this other deck here. It is the Naked Truth. So I don't know. We'll see. I haven't used this one in a while. What would the twin, to the ones sitting here, what would their twin like to say? I'm going to put a ring on it when the time is right. So depending on the situation, somebody wants to make this a complete 3D as well connection commitment. I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. So if there was some kind of a falling out, or maybe you're trying to rectify something, trying to bridge some kind of breakage that had happened, it looks like they really want to step up. I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. I'm tired of the silent treatment. I want to sit down and talk about this once and for all. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and set these down. I have timing cards. I have the pendulum. I have love cards. I have specific twin flame cards, and then I have a regular tarot deck. I also have fairy cards. Now, I'm not requiring that we get to it. I do appreciate the likes, so do please make sure you like when you get in. But for this reading, we're not going to be as, say, how I usually am. Okay, so let's just say we're going to just roll right into this. So go ahead and put your hearts down and your question one at a time, please, and we will do what we can to get your answers. I also have the pendulum, so specify if you want a yes, no, or if you want tarot or you want oracle. If you want all of it, go ahead and just let me know, okay? Thank you so much, Delaney. I'm going to rewind. So, hey, Jackie, how are you? And Jackie, I owe you a couple answers from last night because you popped in and you didn't get to stay. And so I owe you. And if there's anyone who did get a chance to pop in last night that didn't get their answers, let me know. because we can have me answer those here if you like. I don't think anybody would mind. It's a little bit more relaxed right here. I have it set to only subscribers, so hopefully we won't have anyone intrude. Okay, so Righteous Dread would like oracles. Let me see how many we're going to get you for Righteous Dread. Okay, Righteous Dread, you're twin and you are definitely in sync. You got an 11. 11 is the number, right? Okay, so we're going to get you the 11th. I'm going to count them out and I'll read them to you. Wait a second. Making sure they're not sticking. All right. I'm at a crossroads. Should I fight for this or move on? Relationships are a lot of work. Being single is easier. I pretend like I don't care, but it's quite the opposite. My feelings for you are a little bit obsessive. So you are completely in her thoughts. Number 5 fell. I'm going to give this one to you after we read your 11th one here. Okay. I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. So we read that one in the collective. So that one's yours, but the 5th fell too. 5th indicating that there's some kind of change going on, and Righteous Dread, Leo season could be instrumental for you. I don't know if it's a birthday, an event, something you remember with her, or that is when you're going to meet her. So you might want to mark that on your calendar for a what if potential, okay? It says, please unblock me. Yeah, that's me calling you from an unknown number. So if you're getting strange numbers, you don't usually just answer things you don't know. It could be Elle. It could be her trying to reach you. Righteous Dread, she says, I couldn't give to you like I wanted to because I'm still healing from my past. You're different from the rest. They didn't mean anything to me, only I want you. Righteous Dread, that is what Elle would tell you if she were sitting right in front of you or she were able to tell you. That is what she's sending you. You split up in August. Okay, that's why it had to come out. It jumped out. So it was the 5th card. There's been change. August was, I'm getting it was painful for her to move away from you. Whatever it was that happened, it was painful. I'm kind of feeling the 3 of Hearts, the 3 of Swords kind of feeling. You're very, very welcome. I'm going to pull you a couple more, so you're not done here. Do you have a yes or no, or do you have a specific question you'd like me to answer while we're working on getting information for you? Because we have this, it's almost like there's an open portal. So right now, I think that there is a certain kind of, I think because there's like 3 different sectors we're working through right now, my guides, hers, and yours. So it's like they're all engaging. For Righteous Dread from Elle, please. I miss you. My love for you is stronger than ever. And she says that she dreams about a future with you. Elle dreams about a future with you, Righteous Dread. And she misses you. Do I see her reaching out by Valentine's Day? Would you like me to ask with tarot, or would you prefer I use the pendulum? Let me start with the pendulum. We can break it down in the tarot if you prefer. Will L reach out to Righteous Dread by Valentine's Day? Okay. We can check with the cards, but I got yes, almost, and then it started going to the left. So I think something's going to get in the way. I think she wants to. I think something could get in the way. But we can check with the tarot too if you'd like me to, so we can get a different look at it. Okay, will L reach out to Righteous Dread by Valentine's Day? Okay, we got the star. That is Valentine's Day energy, Aquarius. Let's see here. Will this happen? The reaching out from L to Righteous Dread by Valentine's Day. Ace of Swords. That's more Aquarius energy. Aquarius was on the dice too, I think, for both sides. Will L reach out to Righteous Dread, Judgment. Okay, so the pendulum gave me a no, but it looked like it was going yes, and it kind of switched up. But here it looks like it's a yes, because we have the star, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have Judgment. It does look like a yes to me. We can check this again, but right now it looks like a yes to me. So there is something significant, I think, that is like living in both of your minds, weighing on your hearts about Leo season. Because that 5, it was like it profusely jumped out. And mind you, I need to let everyone know who's here that I changed up the room which I read in. And so energy, it's more receptive for me where I'm at right now and how I did it. And that's the reason why I had a couple jumpers for Carrie the other night. And that doesn't happen unless energy is really flowing better. And so this could be a better setup for this. So just letting you all know that maybe things would be, I'm hoping, more accurate. I don't know if I've been accurate thus far, but I'm hoping that it might help enhance the reads. You've been getting a download about something popping up between now and Valentine's Day. Can I get a little more on that for Righteous Dread? Okay, so 4 weeks from now would be right before Valentine's Day, right? You have a 4, you have Aries, you have Leo, you have Neptune here on the dice. So 4 weeks from now would be right before Valentine's Day, because it would be like probably the 5th, maybe the 5th or so of February. So you might hear from her before Valentine's Day. Maybe. I don't know. We got 4 on there, and could be weeks, right? As you know, August, when I was pulling the card just now, it come out. So I think there is something significant about that breakup that is weighing on her. That's what I'm seeing. I think that it might be right before Valentine's Day if this is to occur based on that. But you'll have to let me know how it goes. And we'll be back here before that, so you can check in then too. I hope it helps. That would be really nice. I'm good either way, but it just gets louder in energy as I continue on my path. It just gets louder, the energy. So you're feeling her getting closer, like she's approaching you. She's kind of getting close, like almost like she's next to you. It most certainly did help. You're very, very welcome. Okay, let me back up and see where we are. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. I don't know if I've ever heard of what pecans and Basque beverage is, but I'm so out of date when it comes to stuff, so I don't know what that is. I'm naive, I guess. Okay, Delaney and Jackie, did you have questions, or do you want Oracle, or do you want Pendulum? And if Jeffrey, if you'd like me to ask for you Oracle, Pendulum, Tarot, this is like, you all get to choose, okay? It's kind of free going here. I had everyone waiting, and it's also my thank you for everyone for being patient with me. We were given the green light to do this, actually, because like yesterday, I was pre-pulling for the other channel, and of course, when this came out, that's why we're here. But I think that some of your twins really want this reunion. Jackie, you fell asleep. Must be all those hours you're putting in. Okay, so do you have a preference, Delaney, of Pendulum, Tarot, and do you want Oracle too? Actually, the Pendulum won't be, that's a yes and no. Never mind, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see. For Delaney, what is L's current energy towards Delaney in reference to the connection? We got the Two of Cups. He certainly feels you are his soulmate. The Empress and the divine counterpart. So you've got, yeah, he's trying to be strong. Strength. You got two majors here, and you got the Two of Cups. He feels pretty powerful about you. Very balanced. He feels you're his person. It's like he claims you, but he's being strong. So if he has to hold back, like he's trying to take his time and or not screw it up because of what has occurred prior, he's trying really hard to not screw up again. The strength is like he's trying his best to do things correctly, come at you right, be the man you want. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, he's romantic about you. This is really beautiful. Are you thinking about me? That's what your person, that's what Elle is saying, Delaney. Are you thinking about me? He says that he wants you. He says, I've been fighting a battle I can't win. So he feels kind of weak, but yet he's trying to be strong. Hey, Tamel. How are you doing? Hey, Cherry. Sorry I didn't see you two come through. I hope I didn't miss anyone else. I'm trying to keep up with everyone here. Let's see here. I'm scrolling. I have a fairy oracle for you, Delaney. L, it says holiday. Enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. So I think the two of you may have travel in the future. The two of you might take a vacation together. This might be something that will help the connection if you're seeing him in person. He says, you didn't put up with my SHIT. You crushed my big ASS ego. But that made me respect you even more. So if you stood business on him, if you did a 7 of Wands, you said no, which I think you did. I think it made him respect you a whole lot. He has so many other, oh wait, he had years, but I know he's been very careful this time around. He has so many other things going on in his life. I just need to step back until he's ready to talk. Okay, I don't think I need to tell you. I know you know tarot enough to know that the Two of Cups, Empress, and the Strength, he loves you. And it's not a small love. This is really powerful. But as you said, yeah, there is probably a lot going on in his situation, and that could be why the strength is here. As in, yeah, you two have been through a lot, but whatever's going on, it's keeping you two apart. But it isn't that he wants to be apart from you. It's like taking all the strength he has in this time to know that you two are not in the same place, and he has things going on he does because you are his everything. Right here is what I see. Yes, I made it very clear when we broke up, and he acknowledged that I made it very clear with him. I'm going to get you a couple oracles from him, from L to Delaney, a couple more of these message ones. Yeah, he says, I can't, not right now. So he really wants to be with you, or he wants to be together right now. He says he wishes that you were his. He says his love for you is stronger than ever. Those are the messages that he has. And you have too, communication. When our conversations are lighthearted and playful, it eases the tension that is sometimes there when we talk. Sometimes when you have just general conversation with him, it eases whatever tension he has going on. And it could be in the relationship, it could be outside the relationship, whatever the tensions are. Number 6, this situation is being caused by both of us. Look at your own role in this situation to help it change. Mirrors. So you two are mirroring each other. Sometimes when twins are apart or not apart, you know, they don't always sit on the same page. It seems like it, but they are opposites sometimes, right? And then sometimes they're identical. You're mirroring right now, so it's more identical. Taking it day by day. Yeah, I think that you're where he wants to be, though. If anyone would like an oracle card, a pendulum yes or no, or an answer, please let me know. I have them all right here if you just let me know. And also I have a timing deck here if you're interested in the timing deck. And here's one more for you, Delaney. It's from the Naked Truth. He says, I know you are my soulmate, babe. Our bond is magnetic. I'm seeing all the signs. So it's kind of like the absence makes the heart grow fonder, kind of like he's recognizing all these things. And it's clicking for him at this point. You're very welcome, Righteous Bishop. Righteous Bishop, did you just change that? Oh, you didn't have to do that. I don't know what happened there. But maybe I'm just remembering the other name. Maybe it's on me. I'm sorry. Will he... Okay, so you want me to ask with the pendulum. Okay. Will L, in Delaney's situation, will he relocate eventually? I have a yes. I have a yes on that one. Yeah, I did. I've been meaning to change it for a while since people are used to Bishop. Okay, as long as you wanted to. I wasn't trying to. I'm sorry. This Valentine's Day is going to be pretty busy for some of you. I can see there's going to be some connections being reunited. Some flames are going to be flickering around. And I didn't roll the dice for you, Delaney, like I did for Bishop, but I got a 4, and that's your own number. And I don't know if that means anything to you and Elle as a couple or just your life path, but 4 could be, because he is actually Aries, so yes, that does suit him. But I'm thinking it could be the twin flame. You know, it's confirmation that you are twin flames. You're very, very welcome. Now, Jeffrey, Jackie, Cherry, Tamel. Is there anyone else I've missed? Any of you have any questions you'd like to ask? And Jackie, I owe you a couple from your adventures in our new channel last night. So if you'd like to ask a couple other questions, go right ahead, because I owe you and you got me here. And his is a 5 in April. Oh, that's so funny. So you have a 4 here for confirmation. It's like you two were really blueprinted to be together. And since I'm talking to you, I'll let you know what I'm reading here. He could be saying this to you too. I'm yours forever and ever. And if he's ever said that to you, this is confirmation. I'm yours forever and ever. So L wants definitely. And that one night when I was reading for you and I felt his anger, that was so real. I mean, I could feel it. I know that he doesn't want to lose you. It had him completely off his game, just not being together with you. Okay, so would you like me to pull some oracles first or after, Jackie? Because I have those too. What is the current energy? I'll go ahead and ask, but you let me know if you want. I have the Naked Truth and I have the message cards. But if anybody also would be interested, I also have another love deck here that if you're interested in just the love vibes. Okay, for Jackie, what is the current energy between her and her guy, the twin? Current energy between Jackie and her twin. The current energy looks to me like you two are both very conflicted about the way things ended, the way that you two disappeared from each other's world. 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. Yeah, you two are living kind of in the past at the ending, that saying goodbye or watching the other disappear kind of energy. He recognizes, and you recognize, that he's your divine counterpart, the Emperor, come out. Can I get some more on that, please? Oh, wow. Jackie, I got the Empress and I got Strength. So I do think that you guys both recognize this union as something more significant than just, say, passion, love, lust, whatever, that it is a higher connection. But it is remaining, I think you both are trying to be strong, but you guys are counterparts right here. Both the Emperor and Empress come out. But there's a lot of conflict living in that past moment of whether there was or wasn't goodbyes, just the ending point of what happened. And I think you're both conflicted about keeping the door shut on it should you come back. And I think you both want to come back to this. But you're both being strong. That's a shared energy you both have. But you got the Emperor and the Empress right there in one read. So yes, if you're wondering how you're coming out in this, but let me. Delaney says he did mention it before. Just a general for Jeffrey. Okay, in just a minute. Let me get some oracle for Jackie. And Jackie has a couple questions when she's ready to, besides this one. And how is Cherry doing? Jackie, he says, I'm on a spiritual journey. You have awakened me. So yes, you did. You triggered something in him. I'm ready to come clean. I can't lose you again. So Jackie, I think Jay is wanting to come towards you maybe. I didn't know it was my family that was going to, if they were going to accept you. So he's thinking about his little ones maybe, how that would play out in the situation. I tried to replace you, but it didn't work. But because I'm madly in love with you and I was fighting it, I know this is divine. You got an 8, Scorpio energy, Pluto. My love for you is stronger than ever. I wish you were next to me. And I love you to the moon and back 1,000,000 times. That is what Jay would say to you, Jackie. If he were able to tell you right now, that's what he would tell you. So I think he is going through his awakening, his enlightenment, because you woke that up in him. You're very welcome. You have a couple questions if you want to sit on that and think about that, or you can do it another time, but I owe you, so let me know, okay? Can I get a general for Jeffrey, please? So you're nurturing something now. You're waiting for something to come to fruition. You got the Queen of Pentacles. You got the 3 of Wands. You're waiting for something to be... Oh, okay. So you're waiting for your ships to come in because you're waiting for money. Okay, so it looks like money's coming for you. So the Queen of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, that Libra energy here, Taurus, your own energy, and Virgo. Something's balancing out. So if you're waiting for something, like maybe you paid or you're paying something and you're not sure what the debt is going to be. It looks like you're balancing out on something. Like if you're getting something sent in the mail or something like a bill and you're wondering what it's going to look like, I think intuitively you know that your debts are almost balanced out. So I'm getting... This looks to me like it's something like finances. And or something... It could be about you sitting right there at the bar where you're at, right? Because we have 3 of Cups here. Maybe it has to do with paying the bill there. I don't know. You got the Ace of Wands. You got the 3 of Wands. So you could be building something with somebody right now, like a divine counterpart. So if this is love, okay, if this is about twinning, this could be something coming together in that aspect too. So they could have Gemini in their chart, Sagittarius in their chart. The wheel is taking a new beginning, you know, taking a new risk, something new. And this could be an earth sign, right? Something to grow, you know, something to nurture. So it could be you actually getting taking care of the bill. It depends on your situation. So I mean, if you're taking care of the payment there at where you're sitting, and or this could be in life, you're getting your finances. If you're getting your finances, your ducks in a row with your finances, getting them zeroed out even, right? Or it could be something you're growing with somebody new. That's what it looks like it could be. You're welcome. I hope that worked. And Jackie, you okay. So does that mean Tamil and Cherry? Tamil, are you here still? Tamil and Cherry, I think you're the next two. And Cherry asked, I'm trying to find it. What's coming towards me, please? Okay, so in love, what is coming towards Cherry? Somebody on guard. The Knight of Wands. What is that about? Wait a minute. I'm going to ask the pendulum something. We have the Lovers and we have 6 of Cups. So I'm wondering, is the Lovers, does this mean it's a Gemini? No. Okay, so it is a choice. Okay, so it's not a Gemini. Let me just roll a couple dice here. This could be a Virgo. I'm not getting it's your soulmate, but we do have the Six of Cups, so it's like a soulmate kind of. So it feels like a soulmate. It feels natural. It feels real. It feels nice. Let me see. Page of Pentacles. This is a young Virgo, maybe a younger person, maybe somebody younger than you. A message. Just the words. Ace of Cups. Okay, so this person's going to be watching you before they come towards you. I don't know that they're watching you now. I have a potential that they could be starting in February. Yeah, because this person's going to be your Ace of Cups. They're going to be a choice. I think you're making the choice. It could be, I think I did read prior that you had a wrong person and a right person come through. So the real one's coming through, but there may be two opportunities coming for you. The right one. And so it's like a test, a divine test. This could be a Virgo. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but when I rolled the dice, I did get Cancer and Virgo, and you're Cancer. So that made it look like, to me, it could be Virgo. And the Ace of Cups, it's like this is the one that's meant for you. Out of the blue. There's going to be a blue moon this month, I think. So that's Aquarius season. So maybe, I don't know, at the tail of the month, maybe even as soon as then, because that's Aquarius season. And I have the swords for air suit. So it could be that soon. Let me just ask. Let me just ask real quick. Is it Aquarius season that's going to be specific when it comes to Cherry and the person coming her way with the cup of love? I'm getting a yes, but it's not a real strong yes. So free will is at play. It could happen that soon. It could. That didn't land in the right spot. Just a second. You got 4. So it could be out 4 weeks from now. So this is a potential before Valentine's Day. It's a potential. Not real strong, but it's a potential for timing. And then I pulled the timing card for you and it got May. So I don't know if that would, I know we've spoken spring before. It's sometimes hard to get the dates correct. Hey, Carrie, how are you doing? I was thinking about that thing I told you about, you know, where we were talking together. And when I know that it's a good time for you, we'll plot something. The last time I tried that with Jackie, we had a fail with the link. So hopefully we'll be able to get the link to work together, but I'll have to take it to you to the deep, deep woods like we did before. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, right? It's like a Little House in the Prairie kind of thing, right? You're welcome, Cherry. Oh, your drinking water supplies just got dropped off. That's great. Good news. Wishing you the best. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and hopefully 2026 is totally beautiful to you, Jeffrey. Jackie says, I can ask if you have time when you read everyone else. Okay. Jackie, I am almost caught up. I've got Tamel, if she's not here, but Carrie's here now. So after that, if you'd like to ask those two. Yes, I know what you were saying. I have done it before years ago. Well, I was thinking that way I could answer things that, you know, are a little bit less apt to, you know, I'm being cryptic. I guess I shouldn't say too many things here. But anyway, I have Oracle. I have a pendulum for yes, no. I have, even the fairies are here. I have tarot. So if anybody wants me to pull anything. And Jack, I owe you two if you'd like to ask. And of course, Carrie, you're here for yours too. So don't forget to ask yours when you wish to. Hey, MM, how are you? Welcome. Yes, you may. You may. You're subscribed, so I have it set for subscribers only. So yes, you're welcome to ask. Okay, so I'm going to get a general for MM. Can I get a general? Can I just find out what MM needs to know, please? Okay, MM, I don't know if you recently walked away from something or you're about to. You got 8 of Cups. Something or someone, so that you could have the world, you could have a new chance at something else, or you had a new opportunity because you left something behind, or you're going to. There's a lot of mystery behind this. The moon. There could be a Cancer Capricorn involved. Your happily ever after's coming in. So if you have to leave something behind, a job, a place, bad relationships, the karmic things, and or you did this already, the future looks like you're going to get your 10 of Cups, because the sacrifice you made or will make is so huge. So this is supposed to be general, but it feels pretty powerful. You might not have expected this. Maybe I'm telling you something that you already have been feeling, or this is something you've already done. I'm not sure your situation. You have 2 majors here. So it's not little by any means. I would say this either happened 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months ago, and or that's how far out this could go. So it's general, but it could be job. It doesn't have to be love, but 10 of Cups is usually love. But this is the happily ever after energy. So if you need me to look further into this, let me know, because I can't tell if it's a past thing, if you're in the middle of it, or you're going through it soon. I think that you're being asked, though, if you haven't gone through it, to let go of something that you need to move away out of. Like shut the door on it so that the future looks bright forward, moving forward. Was it up to 8 months ago? Maybe it was in Scorpio season. Might have been with a Gemini, Scorpio, somebody Plutonian, maybe. A toxic job. Okay, so by doing this, you've set the stage to receive what's coming for you in the future. And what I'm seeing is the happily ever after. So Aquarius season looks pretty beneficial to you. You got 11 on the dice. So I would say that something good could be coming for you. It's like a happily ever after energy. So you could have Capricorn, Cancer involved here. But what I'm seeing is that you're making that move is going to be what brings the world to your favor for happily ever after. So that means that if it was just job related, it's going to affect your life. So the new future position you will receive in respect to that sacrifice is your wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups. So your entire life is going to look different and better. And it could start up in Aquarius season. And that's networking. So maybe you have like a Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius that will come to you and say, hey, listen, I got a job opportunity I want to tell you about. It could be that they tell you this. Well, keep me informed, and you can check back with me at any of the channels anytime that I'm online, on live, and we can look into it closer, the closer we get to that timeline, because you're probably at least a couple weeks out from Aquarius, so it might take a little while, but we'll see what happens. Keep me informed. I have my fingers crossed for you that everything goes well, but it looks like you made the right move. And that is sort of the divine's way of saying, hey, listen, you know, you sacrifice a lot. You get rewarded for this. You did the right thing. You said, I am not going to sit in something toxic. You're very welcome. I wish you the very best. And Happy New Year. Okay, so for Carrie, we have the dragons on board for you, Carrie. My friend who loves the dragons. I am going to check the energy again today. Will Sag and I be getting engaged or married in the next year or two? So how does it look for Sag and Carrie getting married or engaged in the next year to two? I got a 2. Okay, so that could mean in the next 2. We'll find out. But you're a February baby, so it could be saying that too. We'll see what we have here. And the next 1 to 2, will Sag and Carrie see an engagement or a wedding? Well, they have one of these two, an engagement or a wedding, please. Got 2 messenger cards here. Page of Wands, Page of Cups, 2 of Cups. You got your 2 there. The Fool. So there is a new beginning here. I'm going to ask the pendulum. In the next year to 2, will Carrie and her Sagittarius have an engagement or a marriage? I got a yes, so I'm going to have to specify. I'm going to say engagement and see what happens. Within the next 1 to 2 years, will there be an engagement between Carrie and her Sagittarius? Got a yes on that one. So that's within a year. So within the next year to 2. I don't know if I should specify on that. Is the 2 we see on the dice the timeline in which Carrie and her Sag would be married? The dice told us 2 years. I think it's 2 years. So the engagement, I think, happens much sooner from what I'm getting here. 2 of Cups. So you have 2 pages here. 2 messengers. 1 romantic, 1 desirable. Page of Wands is actually, for me, very relatable to 8 of Wands, like a lot to say. Hey, Country Love Homestead, how are you? Welcome. Carrie, we have Fool here, so new beginning. I do think that the 2 of you are going to step into the engagement as soon as maybe this year. Can I just find out about that? Because I think I asked that, but just so I can kind of, because 2 years looks like the wedding. Will it be within this year that there'll be an engagement for Carrie and her Sagittarius? I'm getting a strong yes on that one. So within 1 year, so I think you might have like a year-long engagement maybe. It could be that timing, something gets in the way, or the two of you want to plan for a longer engagement maybe. Let me just get a clarifier on that. 7 of Pentacles, yeah, letting it grow, Justice, and the 5 of Wands, yeah, there's maybe some drama stirred in there, but it looks like you want to balance it out. And oh, I think the two of you are resisting drama by spacing the two things instead of like boom boom, because the chaos that could bring. That's what I'm kind of getting. So it does look like it's going to be incremental. Like it's like you're going to get the engagement, then it's going to be because the 7 of Pentacles is like building up. It's investing. It's taking time. It's stockpiling the experiences, the I love yous, the ups and downs. You know, the fights. You know how couples get into little things, knowing each other's sides. Not that that happens. Not that it's gonna happen, but couples get to know each other through things, right? And just kind of balancing things out as you build into the relationship, establishing it for what it is, right? Seeing where it's going. And yeah, I think the two of you are avoiding drama because you're not going bing bong, you know what I mean? The chaos that boom, we're engaged, boom, we're married. You know, that could like really bring a lot of drama. So I think that's what you're doing, is you're kind of spacing it out. Yes, this summer will be 6 years for Sag and I. You two have definitely you've been really established in knowing each other and letting things culminate. Yeah, it's been a lot of work. 8 of Pentacles. It has taken a lot of work getting to the point you guys have gotten to. It could be because you also are shedding that old stuff that come from before. There is definitely victory coming for you two. I have six of Wands here. There's definitely victory coming for you two. So a year or two engagement before marriage is nothing. Yeah, I get that, but I think you're only going to have 1 year between. So it's going to probably feel nice to know that, you know, you're getting that reward. He had a lot of healing to do and getting his trust because of other people in his past. Sagittarius is in general, I think, have been through it in the last few, I would say 5 years or so. I think Sagittarius has really been going through it, in my opinion, just based on my own experiences and reading the comments when I was going through them. I was living on the tarot boards. That's how I learned tarot. Well, actually, come to think of it, no, it isn't how it's just how I really got to know relationships better. You know how there's like the pattern in how tarot tells the story. That's how I got to know that, but I got into tarot before that. But then I was reading all the Sagittarius people that I was going to the boards, you know, and I was seeing what I had to say and seeing how we were all going through it at the same time. The Sages were really going through it, I think, since I want to say 2019, 20, maybe the 1920, those 2 years. I think that might be when it started. So it's just kind of been a rite of passage for the Sag energy, I think. And I think Aquarius is like shortly behind that. They both have been going through it because I paid attention to both. And I think everyone seems to be picked by the Most High. You know, who's going to be the general energy that's going to go through it now. And so there was, I think, a stint I saw also when I was paying attention, Capricorns and Libras, and they seem to be paired up quite a bit. Now, a lot of Aquariuses and Sagittariuses are as well, but I saw the Capricorns and Libras going through it as well. Yeah, that will be amazing. Yeah, let me get you some oracles. Is that okay with you? From him to you? Carrie, I have the naked truth and I have the messages here. Excuse me. For the Aquariuses, I know it's been scary hard since about 2003. You know, I have to be honest, I've never known a very calm time, and I always thought it was the Sagittarius within me, but maybe it is the Aquarius, because I don't know. When I used to go to the astrological places that I went to, it seems like Aquarius was always like the redhead stepchild. Like people pick on Aquarius a lot. So maybe it has been going on for a good long while. Like you put down 2003. Maybe it has been for like, because the age of Aquarius is coming in, right? And we had the Pluto moving into the sign of Aquarius. Maybe it was around that time or before that. Okay, so for Carrie, what does her Sag want to say to her? Isn't in the same place as you, and he whispers your name, and he wonders if you'll hear him. I need some more time before I can come to you. So maybe he is planning the move towards you that you wonder about. Now is not the time. So yes, your inquiry about him moving towards you, like not just to visit, but maybe to stay at least sometimes, like to live. It doesn't look like it's time yet, but he is thinking about it. He wants to. We were always meant to meet. It was written in the stars. Then we'll get you a couple naked truth. I'm going to put a ring on it when the time is right. Wow. Okay, so I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. I don't know if this applies, but please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. I don't know if that applies, but maybe there is something in the time that you've been together he holds on to. I know you are my soulmate, babe. Our bond is magnetic, and I'm seeing all the signs. And I can't stop thinking about you. I'm seeing the synchronicities. It's driving me insane. The ring was so cute because we keep on getting that with him. So yeah, and plus, didn't I get it for you in the Aquarius read? I think so, and I got cut off, so there's mystery there. So I kind of wonder if that's why there's mystery there. Your birthday's coming up. Maybe he is planning and plotting. He did a few things that hurt me bad, but he is sorry. I think he holds on to that. Okay, country love homestead. You're asking, can I ask, does MJ the Aquarius come in correctly this time for a great conversation? If you have a chance, country homestead, love homestead, I'm going to put, if you see the wrench in here, I'm going to type a heart and check in. Have you subscribed to that channel, Night Door Tarot? I have Aquarius readings over there. You could check on him too as a cross watcher if you choose to. Also, your sign you could check out there. I am reading there. So you are over there. Okay, so if anybody has not, I'm just putting it there. So if anybody wants to get other readings from me, they're over there. I've kind of spread out and spread my wings and giving you guys a different branch to the tree of this community we have. I forgave him because I knew he was lashing out because of what others did to him. Yeah, he probably had some growing to do. He's younger than you too, if I remember. And guys generally mature a little bit slower than women. So it could be that he was still growing and maturing. And whatever, we go through with our wounding, that does sort of stunt our growth. I have to say, in a personal experience, this to be true, I would say it does kind of stymie us. 3 years is not too big a distance, though. Okay, does MJ, the Aquarius, come in correct for a good connection for Country Lovestead? You got the 9 of Cups. Is he your wish fulfillment, Country Homestead? I think you're stuck on him, aren't you? You got the Wheel of Fortune. He might be stuck on you. Is there some kind of possession that the two of you, possessiveness you two feel towards each other, or one or the other? Could be that. Is he he might be a cusp Aquarius, Pisces. I saw Pisces here. Okay, yeah. You don't have to be a deja vu unless you are interested in me just talking. It's not really reading except for world stuff. So you don't have to. But Lucky Girl, Cosmic Sage, and 9th door are the ones that I read actual readings, but if you're interested in the other, that is totally up to you. We lost connection about a year ago. Okay, so can I find out about the connection with the Aquarius MJ? Okay, so I think you two might be actually built to be a twin flame situation. If you do, that might be why you dropped in here. Why you caught the red light on, or the green light I have on it out here, right? You have the Four of Wands in strength. So if you're not in connection, you two are not in union right now. Do you want me to get some oracles for you? I think that you could have a twin flame situation with this person. But that is only you know. I'm not going to try and force that on you, but that's what it looks like. If you feel that that is, you can claim that. We lost connection about a year ago. So it could be a runner-chaser thing. Have you been trying to message him, or have you been blocked, or has something like that happened? Somebody's tired of running in this connection. It says, I am tired of running. Is that you, or is that the person we're talking about, MJ? And Carrie says, his mom asked me to be patient. She said he loves me a lot and needs to learn to trust again. Yeah, his mother probably really knows him really well. And actually, that was really neat when you were telling me that she could be the one that would be your mentor when we were reading at the ninth door. I really like that because a lot of Sagittariuses are, I think, are close to their mothers too. I mean, the ones I've known. I think I've known every Sagittarius to be close to their mother, more so than their father, to be perfectly honest with you, especially the men. He was scared to commit, so now he's coming back. Okay, he is tired of running, and he wants to be sure he's coming in correctly. Okay, if you prescribe to this, I'm not pinning it on you, but you let me know. But he's tired of running, and I think this is a twin flame situation, maybe. He says, my beloved, you have to be patient. He says you have to be patient. So maybe you are supposed to learn. So do you have a lot of fire in your chart, maybe? Country, homestead. I think you have earth, but I can't remember. Do you have fire in your chart? I ghosted you because it was getting too intense. I don't let people in my life easily because I have trust issues. I'm getting that you have him in a very uncomfortable situation because he feels something. He's very compelled to you. I'm starting to panic. It's been so long since I've seen you or heard your voice. That's something he might have, if you're talking to him now, he might have been feeling right before you reconnected. I'm at a crossroads. Should I fight for this or move on? Relationships are a lot of work. Being single is easier, but I am getting twin flame energy. I don't know. And like I said, let me find out. For country, for her, can I get her energy, please? And I'd like to get his energy, MJ, the Aquariuses, please. Thank you. Okay, you have Sagittarius, you have 2 Jupiter, and you have Aries. He has, yeah, the Pisces is coming out right here too. Pisces can be coy, like a fish. So he could be very coy with you, like flirty one minute, and the next minute just slips away. You have also Pisces on the dice here for him, and Mars, he desires you. He sees you as home. He sees you as mother material with Cancer. You have lots of air. You're Virgo. I kind of felt fire, but the air is a potential. That could be what it is I'm feeling too. See, fire and air are the fastest in the chart, and they like things to go fast. They like things to move fast. They like engagement. They like excitement. And maybe he wants to be, now he is Aquarius from what you say, but I don't know what else he carries in his chart. But maybe he is a little weightier than you, where he has like earth and he wants to be practical, though, and or he could be easily panicked if he has, like, sometimes with the fish, the Pisces, you know, they could take things slowly because they're afraid of moving too quickly. You know, the fear of the net being dropped over them. But I think that this could be a very solid connection you have, and it's just going to take time. You need to be patient with him. Welcome back, Delaney. His mom is spiritual, and her and I share a few same gifts. She tested me and told Satch I am gifted. So I'll bet you if you were to get your chart, I know that you don't know it completely, but if you were to figure out like a timeline, you know, like if you could figure out your, you know, like get kind of an idea, gauge it, I'll bet you're going to be connected to her in some way. Because you and him obviously are pinpointed in there, but there's going to be some connection between you and her too. She could be a soulmate to you. She said you have a pink aura. Oh, that is awesome. He was scared to commit. He's coming back. We've been talking, but I don't want to waste time. You're a Virgo, not sure about fire. Okay, so Country Live Homestead, you're a Virgo and he's an Aquarius. Did you know that the Hermit is the two engaged in one card? So whenever you see the Hermit show up in a reading, when it's especially about your MJ, okay, especially this person, it could be speaking to the two of you merged together, because the lantern is the hope, the star of the Aquarius in the lantern, and that is what you carry. You carry him in your lantern. That is kind of a loose story. It's not that I'm not telling you properly, but it is loosely the story of the tarot and how those energies are merged into that card, the Hermit. I will try that. I don't mind being patient if he's not playing in my energy. I didn't see any kind of player stuff going on. Now, I did see that he could be flighty. When I say flighty, like the fish, you know, coy. 1 minute he's going to seem like all about it, and the next he might seem fickle. And I think that he could be a cusp Aquarius. But without knowing his chart, it's kind of hard to see what parts I'm seeing here. But I definitely got twin flame-ish issue here, runner chaser, right? But like I said, you don't have to own that. But it could be that you could be the right home for him, because the Four of Wands is home. And we had Cancer. So he feels your home. So there's like kind of a bond that he feels towards you that he might not be ready for. And he kind of feels a panic, a fight or flight thing. And so you kind of instill this kind of like, because he might be a wandering kind of guy in his mind, thinking I can't be chained down, but then there you are. And it's like all of a sudden, wow, she makes me feel different. I know I was born between 5 and 10. We'll have to see if we can pinpoint it at some point. Maybe we can, if we can get the attempt that we're talking about to work out, maybe we could figure out how to work that out and get a idea. If I could send you to, are you able to open to the, Carrie, real quick, I'm just gonna ask you, can you open, say, a live stream communication like you're doing right here? And can you look at a web page at the same time? So like if we were to be chatting and you were on my channel chatting with me, would you be able to also look at a URL if I sent you there to do your chart drawing so we could talk about it? Because I could help you when it comes to pinpointing, because you have to kind of toy with the numbers on the clock. And then if you know yourself better than anyone, then you would know your personality, and like you could quiz me on what I know, and we could work together to maybe get a fine-tuning on what your actual ascendant would be. And Country Love said, since I think you're the one who taught me that story the first time. I just think it's the sweetest story, in my opinion, the Virgo and Aquarius kind of connection, because you do see often Aquarius is in Virgos pairing up. His mom and I feel smell when someone is going to cross over. We were talking about it. She asked me what I get. I told her. She said, yes, you are right. Sag was shocked. She was a nurse. Oh, that's awesome. You keep me posted, and Happy New Year, Country Love said. Thank you for coming through. Is Cherry still around? Does she have any other questions? And Jackie, you had a couple. And Jackie, I don't know if you're sleeping now, but if you are here and you have a couple questions you still would like to ask Jackie. I don't know if there's anyone else hanging around in here still. Tamel, I think, left, but if she did not, she has questions that I should answer for her too, but I don't know. And I can get you some more too, Delaney, if you're interested in more. It would be good to be able to search well on YouTube. I'm not able to, though. Yeah, I think that if I pop out, I'm out. But that's for the streaming side of me. But I can't see the chatting if I go to, say, a website. But I was going to recommend that if Carrie is able to have like multiple machines, like she has maybe a tablet and I don't know what the situation is. Most people don't have computers anymore. Computers, you can do everything at one time pretty much. Hey, Jakisha, how are you doing? You were born 12 hours apart. That's crazy. So, Carrie, maybe we could do that. Maybe that will work. Because I want to help you get your chart figured out. Or at least get a, close idea of what, so then you'd be looking at it and then I would help you when it, with some of the directives. I'll have to pull up my screen too. So I'll have to look at my other screen to do that. But because it's like I'm not on there all the time anymore, but just to give you kind of a little insight on how to do that. Both my parents are gone. My mom crossed over at 27, and no one on my mom's or dad's side will tell me what time I was born. I just remember my dad saying I wrecked his dinner plans because I was born. And that is so rude. I can't believe he said that to you. Unless he thought he was just being funny. It doesn't sound very nice, though. And Jeffrey, I was just wondering if you're still here. You are. Yes, 27 is young. I've gotten the clarity I asked for over a past breakup, and I don't know what to do with this information. Would you like me to clarify something for that, or is everything okay with you, Jakisha? Oh, maybe your gifts are coming online, so you just are overwhelmed because you got insight on your own, right? Is that what it is? You have that kind of rush going over you, like, wow, the epiphany? No, he wasn't joking. I'm so sorry, Carrie. My mom and dad had dinner plans, and she went into labor. All I want to know, was my first whirlwind relationship real? Okay, so do you prefer me using tarot or pendulum, Jakisha? I'll let you pick, because I could do yes or no on that one. So she told you everything. So she let you in on stuff you needed to know about. So you, in a way, had somebody give you the dish the tea to you that you weren't expecting. Okay, the pendulum. We will use our angel light here. Was 𝐓𝐾𝐮's first whirlwind romance? Was it real? 𝐓𝐾𝐮, I don't know what this person told you, but I got a no. I got no and oh. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm telling you what you wanted to hear or you wanted to confirm. I got a no. And she has the dragons to protect her, to prove it too, Jeffrey. She does. She has dragon spirits with her. Is that what you needed, or do you want me to ask with the cards? The stuff that happened with the ex? I moved past it. Just shocked with the information. I'm sorry, 𝐓𝐾𝐮. You know, it could be that you needed to learn this because it's going to be part of what's going to, it's culminating you into the spiritual power you are. Because you're going into a more powerful time within self. You're merging. The Two of Pentacles, you're merging. Your spiritual enlightenment is showing you that some of these things that you've been through in the flesh have happened, though not good. Many you've had to leave behind. 8 of Cups. But you are more powerful by merging the two sides of yourself. Through the burdens you've persevered through, and the 7 of Swords, you've had to delicately and you've been strategizing how to blend these portions of yourself, because it's experience is making you the spiritual being you are. 3 of Wands, yeah, you're building a fortress, and not to be protective of yourself to the level that you shield yourself from any kind of love coming towards you, but you're building a fortress around yourself, merging and blending the two sides of self. And that means everything that has been painful, you're moving away from, you're moving out of, so you're having to shed it. And I think that this information was brought to you for that reason. I know I needed to learn lessons, just asked myself why. And so, yeah, if this come out of the blue, you prayed for this. So in a way, it was like you said, okay, listen, I'm strong enough. I can take this now. I can take this. And the message that was brought to you, the truth that was brought, or whatever it was, right? Knight of Pentacles. It was something, it strengthened you. Because I think you moved past that point of, you know how the ego is really weak, but the id, that is powerful. But the thing is the ego can weaken the. You recognize you're stronger than any kind of betrayal, any kind of disappointment. You realize you're stronger than that. You're strong. You can excel past any of that. You have the 2 of Wands here. I think you did. I think you kind of said, this is kind of like how people show up in the streams and they say, okay, I want to see the dirty and the good. You know, when somebody says, give me the tea, I want the bad and the good, right? Show me the things that are being done and said behind my back, the hard things, right? And you said to yourself, listen, I want to face everything. So if I have to face the things that have been done behind my back, said behind my back, or I've lived through, I didn't understand, I am strong enough to handle it now. I want to face it. Just bear it all. So I think you might have asked, your higher self might have said, listen, bring truth to me that I need to know to make me stronger, to help me, to guide me, to become the person that I'm meant to be. And I think that you said, let me face this now. And I think that this was gifted to you for that reason. It wasn't to break you down and hurt you. It wasn't to, it wasn't to humble you. It wasn't to say, you know, listen, 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐧 needs to have some, you know, ASS whipping, right? Something like this. It was to say, this is proving to her she's stronger than this. She's going to evolve way past this. She's enlightened beyond this. She is growing into a stronger vessel. She will be stronger. She's merging two sides of herself. That would be the spiritual, the 5D, and the 3D. She's merging within. And this is part of what creates the powerful vessel which you're walking through right now. You're becoming. So every experience that we go through in life, it builds us up. It doesn't really break us down, but sometimes it does break us down temporarily. But, you know, it's kind of like how we have storms hit like a really beautiful rose garden, and you think that rose garden's not going to withstand it, but it does. And it's more glorious and beautiful the following spring. And you wouldn't even imagine that it went through hell during the winter. This is the kind of thing that we do, right? Because we're nature. We're the divine beings that are walking this earth, and we are growing every day. You're welcome. Your parents were about to milk the cows when you were born? Oh, that is so cute. Now, is Jackie here or did she disappear on me? She probably fell asleep, right? Wow. My brother and I are both lactose intolerant. Oh my goodness. Are you twins? You and your brother? Or it's just a kind of family thing? You're both lactose intolerant? That is funny. So you should have been a Capricorn moon, not an Aquarius moon, because that would have been the opposite of the moon, and the moon is the cow. You know, and you ultimately, the moon is cow energy. So are my daughter and I lactose intolerant? I don't know whether I am or not. I had ice cream, cottage cheese, and everything growing up. Cheese, milk. But the only thing I can say is that growing up, getting older, I think when I was in my 30s maybe, I quit drinking milk, quit putting milk in coffee, tea, whatever. And I go to, I do use milk products. So like Greek yogurt, I do Greek yogurt. Yes, Cancer is the moon. But ultimately, the milk, the cow, it is actually, in kind of a Wiccan way, it is kind of a sort of a, I think it's usually the dark, you know, like groups that know this, right? I only know this from some of the things that I've watched, you know, entertainment, that kind of thing, right? But the cow is related, you know, the milk. And that's where they say in that one like children's fable, the cow went over the moon, jumped over the moon, whatever. It has to do with the cow and the moon. Yeah, there is a connection between milk. And that's why some witches, I guess, they use milk in their rituals, because it has to do with the lunar. I went to coconut milk for some while and I quit that. I do remember how much I loved dairy when it comes to the cow milk, but I've never returned to putting it in my fluids. I mean, for my drinks. Can I get some more clarification on my Virgo friend, Catherine? You're welcome. Jeffrey, what would you like me to ask? Do you want me to just pull energy on your Virgo friend? Because I did see, it could be your Virgo friend, was the Queen of Pentacles. We saw. So she could be the person who's going to culminate into something with you more seriously. Yes, the nursery rhymes, the cow jumped over, and something about the fiddle, right? The cow and the fiddle, or I forget how it went. And I used to love dairy, you know, cow milk in my tea. I used to love that, especially black tea, dark, you know, rose hip tea. Can I get a little more information on Catherine, the Virgo for Jeffrey, please? Hit Virgo. You got Eight of Pentacles, you got Ace of Wands. I see that she is definitely growing some kind of desire in you. Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, she's growing desire in you. So if you're feeling that, it is real. It's showing here. Two of Cups, there could be a soulmate connection with you too. So if you're feeling desirous over her, it's been working possibly in it's not rushed, okay? It feels like it's growing. And it could build until Aquarius season. So whatever it is you two have going on, is she planning a move? I see Six of Swords here. It could be that there is a potential that this is going to involve a move, maybe, or maybe she moved from far away. I see her very intuitive where you're concerned. So you two are tapped into each other, I think. I think that there is like desire between you two. And there could be a move in your direction. There could be a little drama around it. Let me see what else we have. We got the Ace of Cups. So if you wondered if there was love in store, I think I see it here. It does look like it's on. What is the Ace of Cups? Can you tell me what the Ace of Cups is? The Queen of Wands. Yeah. There is, I think that the attraction's growing, the desire is growing. I think that there is a chance for a love story here between the two of you. Compatibility. Let me just ask, how is the compatibility between Catherine and Jeffrey? Compatibility, please, between Catherine and Jeffrey. Okay, so out of the choices, yes or no, I got a strong yes. So yeah, with the Ace of Wands and everything else, yeah. And the Eight of Pentacles, it's working up. It's getting there. But the yes, it's like, yes, all systems are go. It looks good. And congratulations, you met a good one. Somebody that, I think the two of you are both Earth, so you go at the same speed. You know the rhythm of how the love is supposed to grow, or how the bond is supposed to develop. I think that you really are feeling, I think, attracted towards each other, aroused towards each other, but you're taking your time and you're on the same pace with each other. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such a sport, and the fish ran away with the spoon. And you know, it's funny, I think I've seen a tarot card that actually the moon, I think, actually does sometimes look like that actual riddle. When you think about it, you know, you look at the art on, I think, the regular Rider-Waite. I think so. You're welcome, Jeffrey. And it was dish, not fish. I know autocorrect messes everything up, doesn't it? Now I'm open to answer more questions if anyone has any more. I have tarot and I can pull oracle still. So go right ahead if you have anything you want to ask me. And Jackie, if you wake up or you're still here, you still have your 2 questions waiting on you. Your 2 answers I should be able to bring. I have timing cards here too. They're not always accurate, but we can try them out. Yes, you may. Yeah, everyone's welcome to try out another. I have time here. And I'm enjoying having everybody drop in too. I'm a little sniffly. I hope I'm not causing trouble with that. I hope you all can hear me okay through that. But otherwise, I have the Love Vibe deck. I'm trying to figure out what I did with it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Are you okay?
Oh, I can talk?
No.
I have a question.
No. I'll be right back.
Well, you asked me.
Sorry. You never know what you're going to get here at this little place here where I'm at on the little corner that I live at. Okay, so am I hiding behind self-improvement healing? Jakisha wants to know if she's hiding behind self-improvement healing. Okay. You don't get a question. I'll give you a deck. I'll let you answer one. I have a Cancer asking me if he can have my questions. He wants me to answer for him. Yes, Jakisha, I think you might be. 4 of Cups. It could be closing you off. It could be, well, specifically, if you're trying to let something fall away, come to an end, it could be a Scorpio or a Taurus. Are you currently, Jakisha, are you trying to resist the urges of any Taurus or Scorpio that could come your way, or somebody that previously you ended something with? No, Jakisha, it wasn't the kitty. It was the hubby. It was the man. The kitties are Pisces, Leo. He's Cancer. Sagittarius. No, they're both kind of hiding out. I think they're sleeping. No, and actually they don't ask questions like that. He'd come in here and he was being funny. He says, "Can I ask a question?" I'm like, "You should be able to answer me. You're probably more psychic than I am. Or you have more abilities than I do, I should say." Yeah, it was a Sag to heal from. Knight of Pentacles. I think that you prefer to be single. I think you kind of hide behind the 4 of Cups, which says, "Don't bother me." And it's kind of that talk to the hand feeling, kind of like, let me work on me. And like, let's let this end. Sleeping dogs lie. So yeah, I think you might be hiding behind that a little bit. The soup didn't bode well, did it? That wasn't funny. Okay, so I'm sure he does ask you questions. Actually, he does, Delaney, but not these kind of questions. I don't think he takes any of this seriously. He's totally different. You know, he's a Cancer. Usually you would think, well, his mother was a Scorpio, and she was really acutely involved in all divine stuff, right? And so she and we would be able to talk about this and do this, but he, on the other hand, I don't think I've ever known a Cancer man, actually, who is really... Now, long story short, not to get into my own world, but my prior guy who I was with turned out to be kind of hateful. He did go off and get work done on me after we broke up, and he was Cancer. So yeah, I mean, they believe into it into a certain degree, but my husband, no, he isn't really big into this stuff here. I think he just thinks I'm cuckoo for being into it. Well, things turn out good with both situations with my daughters, my youngest eventually moving back. And the games her middle sister is doing, and the oldest doing. Well, things turn out. So the pendulum probably, right, Carrie? Yeah, I'm not seeing vulnerability with you, Keisha. I see you kind of closed off. I see you kind of as saying, okay, this is still mate. Let sleeping dogs lie. It kind of felt like something like you're working on you. You're working on being single. You're kind of like checked out. One foot in and one foot out, kind of. It doesn't look like you're in it. I kind of feel like what you asked me was specifically what it was giving. Kind of like, because, yeah, it's kind of apathetic. Kind of like, no, I'm not feeling it. You know? Yeah, he's Cancer, and you would think that Cancer women may be much different than men. But like I said, my former boyfriend, there's that thin line between love and hate, and he was like so obsessed and head over heels in love with me, like Gaga. But when it ended, it was like, I'm gonna get a switchblade on you, you know, that kind of thing. And so he went off to Italy of all places, and he got a bruja to do something on me. I didn't know until years later, and we had a telepathic connection. And I don't want to keep on talking about this because I don't want to. But anyways, yeah, he did stuff on me. So, and he was a Cancer sun, just like my spouse is. So there is a moment in somebody's life where they might not believe in something, but at the right moment they might. So it might change them. The funny thing is both these men, the one I almost married and the one that I did marry, they both had Scorpio mothers, and I got along with both their mothers. It's weird. But that's how patterns work too. So you can kind of see the dynamics when you see the archetypes within the relations of different signs. Okay, Carrie. Two of my daughters think that I'm cuckoo for not believing in tarot, for believing in tarot. They could secretly do their own thing. You know, like maybe they do secretly. Sometimes people do that. They'll judge and then they'll secretly do their own thing. Okay, so Carrie wants to know. Will things turn out good between both situations with her daughters, with Carrie's daughters? I got a love bomb from my son as I used the pendulum, and it's saying yes, so I think so. Do your daughters have any kind of Leo or Pisces in their chart? I think you said one of them did have Pisces or something in their chart, right? I think so. True enough. I got a nice big love bomb from him. And so if Merlin, you know, Merlin means anything to you when it comes to them, it's a definite yes. Because this is the one that I identify with that way. And here he comes. He's definitely on scene. And we can look at it closer too if we need to for, you know, when we have our chat we talked about. Takesha says, that sounds like me, but really like him and want him to have a fair chance. Can I get some advice for Takesha, please? Page of Wands. The Knight of Cups. You're supposed to be inspired to feel romantic. So if you really want to make this work, if you want to give it a chance and have more flow in this, you're supposed to build your romantic feelings towards him again. So maybe passing along some romantic songs between each other, or doing something that makes you feel romantic. Your daughter's a Virgo, and that's the shadow of Pisces, so it could be that it's speaking to her. Both Libras. My son is Pisces and a Virgo daughter. So the daughter who's Virgo more prominently might be doing better. The youngest, oldest daughters are Libra. They butt heads. Oh, wow. I have a hard, well, actually, I was thinking about that today as an air sign. I think I have the hardest time with the Libras opposed to the Geminis. Geminis, it's kind of iffy. It depends on the person. Depends on aspects in the sky too. But Libras, there's an aloofness about them that is beyond, I think, Aquarius. I mean, Aquarius can be fun and be aloof, but I get them a little better than I do Libra. Libra, I think, is really aloof with me. I mean, they're either really, really in it, like if it's romance, right? Or they're aloof if you're not like inclined to be romantic. Say it's a friend. There's an aloofness. It's like they're very cavalier about things. I can't describe it any better than that. But I just think that there's not, and I do have Libra in my chart. So I don't know. I don't think it's that I can't connect with them. I think there's something about them that's a little different. Neither Libra will back down. Because I wrote him poems and made a love song for him. Does he do this for you too? Right, he did jokingly say I wasn't romantic. I got slightly offended. I think you need to really tap in. Okay, Takesha, I know you're younger than me, but I got a question. You watch Stranger Things, right? So you probably know the song Upside Down. Boy, you turn, you know, Diana Ross, okay? Do you know that song? Do you know that Diana Ross had a lot of romantic songs way back when she was like Motown? And there was some way back music from way, way, way back, right? 60s, 70s, 80s. If you were to go backwards in time, romance was a whole lot more of a thing then than it is now. You could go back in time and look for songs he wouldn't know and share them with him. If you were to find stuff he didn't know, you could probably start like breaking this like open into another direction you didn't anticipate. So I would recommend exploring music you don't know. And that song's got a like beat to it that makes you want to get up and dance. But I'm talking, she had some real feeling music back in the day. Her and Marvin Gaye, I think. And there's a couple others that I think she duetted with. But it's not just Diana Ross. I'm going back to, and it doesn't even have to be Motown. And I'm not even going on, it could be any artist. Barbra Streisand had some really good music. Romance, like she had this one song, Barbra Streisand. I don't know if you know her, because obviously she's not of this generation, but she did I Am a Woman in Love with Barry Gibb from the Bee Gees, and that was a really, really beautiful song. Also Evergreen, not Ed Sheeran, her song, I think it was hers, Evergreen. And then Ain't No Mountain High Enough was I think Marvin Gaye and Diana Ross together. But there's a lot of romance songs from way back, and I've been kind of revisiting them myself. And I love music from this era, but I got to tell you, the heartfelt stuff, it goes back decades before this. So you might want to explore stuff from, say, 65 all the way into, say, prior to your birth. You might find stuff that will actually make you really feel. You remember those songs? Yeah, those. I love the way back days. because we felt differently than we do now. When we got into this technology, something happened to the heart center. It started to kind of like, we have fun in this era when it comes to music, but it doesn't have that heart kind of, I don't know. You get yourself with music that's a cappella or acoustic, with the guitar, that's not electric, things like that, the way back music. Really, really, really heartfelt stuff. Hey, Karen, how are you doing? So you might even, I think that the recommendation is that you do get into your heart. So the poems, do you know the music? So like, say, probably even as far back as like the 90s, there was like a few pretty good bands that would do things like that would be like romance centric. Carrie, the chosen one, Mr. Love, sending you love. How's everything going with Mr. Love? Karen, I'm sorry, I get used to seeing what I say on the screen or saying what I'm seeing on the screen. I don't know if I'm talking right. I'm not drunk. I have an antihistamine in me, so if I'm sounding funny or loopy, that's what it is. I have to fix it. No, no one has to fix anything. It's okay. I'm also trying not to confuse anybody, because if they don't know who you are and I'm kind of trying to see what I say, that I'm, calling you all by what I see on the screen. So just be you. Just whatever one you want to put there, that is yours. Well, he walked in the room and he brought the 10 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune with him. Things are going your way, Mr. Love, Karen, whichever way you want to go. Things look good. And your Empress may be right around the corner. I don't know you all personal, but I really do appreciate you all. You got an Ace of Cups too. So whatever the heck is going on in your world, I think that your Empress is coming in with a lot of love for you too. Things look good. You're welcome, Jakisha. Hey, let me know what music you discover. I would be curious, and go whatever way you want to go. There's tons of it out there. But I think that once the two of you get into that kind of that soft, gooey area, the heart-centric, I think there's not going to be any stopping you. I think that you're going to fall hard for each other once your hearts are really, really on the same chord. Speaking in musical, in music, right? Because music does bring people together. It does. It formulates and it also solidifies connections. You know us more than you know Karen. Who? Karen. He's saying that you know everyone pretty well here. Yes, I've been allowing other kinds of answers too, but if you have twin flame, I have the pendulum, I have the oracles, and I have the tarot right here. But you don't have to because some people didn't make it to the last streams we had. So if you have anything else, the only thing I can't really answer here is financial gains, things like that. If I can do a general and it comes out, but I'm not, this channel, I'm not going to concentrate on prosperity, but we're going to do that over at the night door. So if you're inquiring, I'm about twin flames, I'm pulling a card here. I'm not happy in my current situation. I'm miserable without you. That could be L towards you. That is the naked truth. And if you want me to ask for you the messages to you, I can pull those. But I also have my tarot and my pendulum if you'd like to ask. For Charon. We got 11. You might be inquiring about your twin or an Aquarian. Atarian. You're welcome, Carrie. Did I answer your question enough? I was going to say, oh, you might have seen that I sent you back. I was going to tell you that we could look closer into that question you asked too when we're chatting together. Oops. Okay. Okay, when Val will be coming back to me, should I call her or let her text me? When Val comes back towards Charon, Mr. Love, should he let her do the contacting, or should he be receptive to her contacting him? Who should be the one? Strength, Wheel of Fortune. Who should be the one? Should he be the one to reach out? Should he be the one to reach out? Queen of Wands. What is the Queen of Wands? Four of Pentacles. Should he be the one to reach out? I have a yes, that you should be the one to contact her. Could be that she anticipates you to be the one, so she won't anyway. I don't know, because Queen of Wands could, that's not like the Empress, but she could be waiting for you to reach out to her, like an Empress would. But the pendulum said for you to be the one. And then I got, out of the love vibes, I got make a move. Swipe, speak, show up. Whatever your move is, now is the time to make it. Waiting won't align, your action will. So yes, confirmation there. So the pendulum and then the oracle, it's saying that yes, you need to be the one to make the move. Okay, I don't know if Jackie has disappeared. Is she sleeping? I hope that helped. I'm going to have to probably cut out of here pretty soon. You're welcome. Do I have anyone who has a pendulum question I can answer for them? Yes or no, or oracles they would like to hear? Okay. Cherry, did you have a preference? I have fairy and I have twin flame style oracle here. Carrie, I was going to exchange with you, if that's okay, the way we were going to do later. So it can wait, if that's okay with you. I don't have any I can think of right now, quite honestly, but thank you so much. Okay, we'll get you a fairy and we'll get you a twin flame. Cherry, you have memento, a gift from someone special. What I see here is, Cherry, do you like classic dresses? Or can you think back to when you had your prom dress? Getting into the fridge and a prom dress. So I'm seeing like maybe having an after hours kind of like date and a kiss goodnight, and then you want to go to the fridge because you want a refreshment to celebrate. And I see something kind of, it takes you back, like your school days or when you were brand new. It takes you back to when you're young. Somebody makes you feel young, youthful. I think somebody likes your style. They like that you have a classicness about you, a classic way of how you dress, how you keep yourself. So your person, they might be coming from a financial storm right now, like as in trying to recover. And so that's what's going on with them before they meet you. This is somebody who might want to take you on a romantic date when you first meet them. They could be the kind of person that just wants to chill with you and watch Netflix. And it says, and childlike old times. I want to cook for you and no strings. So to start with, you could be raiding the fridge with somebody, and they want to cook for you, or you guys are going to have late nights in front of the television. You're going to get real comfortable around each other. Hey, Kumari, how are you doing? Welcome. That was so weird. Did I lose my stream? I thought I heard a drone or something go overhead and then it stops. That's why I was wondering. And did you have a question, Kumari? You're welcome. And I got you one more. For Cherry, got you one more. You have the fairies here. It says reaching out. Expect a call or a text from your person of interest. So that might not be as of like right away, but I think that when you meet this person, you exchange information, they might want to talk to you on the phone, like old time kind of stuff. You know, when you think about like the way back days when you were growing up and you think about getting on the phone and just chatting, voice to voice, not texting, not the modern, you know, kind of words on a screen. This seems like it's old school kind of talking. Happy New Year, Kumari. For Kumari. I don't know when's going to be good for you, Carrie. Like, I don't know if you're up for later than now. I don't know if you want to do it today. I don't know when you want to do it. Give me an idea. What are good times? When would be good for you? And we can try to figure out getting that worked out, okay? So I'll send you the link when we get something worked out on that, Carrie. And I was going to help you with some of those things, but if it's just not a good day, that's fine too. We can plot and plan. For Kumari, can I get a general, please? Your Pisces energy, maybe Virgo coming through. Ace of Cups. You have non-moving energy with the Four of Pentacles showing up and the Hangman. Okay, in respect to growing, nurturing, something to do with the heart, okay? There's some stubborn energy here, like unmoving. Four of Pentacles and the Piscean Hangman. So there's no movement, but there's love here. So there's love. So I don't know your situation, but you could have, say, a younger Gemini or Virgo coming your direction, somebody who loves you, but they're just not willing to put in the effort. Or we could attempt tomorrow if you wanted to. And so we would be looking at tomorrow would be, I mean, we could attempt today. I mean, I don't know how well it will work, but we could attempt it, or we could attempt it tomorrow. If I'm not live streaming, then we could do it, plot it like during the time that this live stream started, like less than 24 hours from here. If you know, it's up to you. But we might be able to, if you could do it tomorrow, maybe get a better time window. So that way, if we have a lot of, say, failures, because the way that YouTube, when Jackie and I tried this, it didn't get worked out. She didn't get the link. And by the time she did, I was already out, because it's like I kept trying and trying and trying. It didn't work. And it's just a timing issue. But you and I could be synced up better. I don't know if her and I were just having problems or if it was a YouTube thing. Kumari, this person, they might see you as their divine counterpart. The Empress come out, the star. They might hope for you. They might be hoping for you. It's like they're resisting others. They want you, but they aren't really doing the work to get you or to show you. I'm getting that they might come stampeding your way, but it might not be. They're holding back strength. But we do have the Chariot that showed up, so they could be Cancer or Capricorn. I'm getting somebody who's not really like getting at this that quick. They feel something. This could, if it's a new person, it could happen as soon as maybe we're looking at Aries season. So you got to go a couple months to get to that, couple of you, right? But this would be a new beginning. So I don't think this is somebody you've been with already. This is somebody who will have love for you. Yeah, he's very handsome. I'll tell you that. Kumari, this person has dark features. I don't know how you feel about facial hair, but he might have a mustache and a beard, dark features, dark hair, intense eyes, dark eyebrows. I would say he's very, very handsome. But this looks like somebody new. So I think you might have somebody new coming for you. Mahesh is Virgo. So does Mahesh fit that description? Tomorrow at 11:30 your time AM? I could certainly do that if you want me to. Do you want me to get you a link about then? So tomorrow at 11:30, do you mean PM or AM? Do you mean the daytime or the nighttime, Carrie? Because if it's AM, I could work that out. PM, I don't know if I can. Yeah, okay, Kumari, this is him. Yes. Very handsome and very in love with you. So I think that maybe Aries season might be when he comes back into the picture to start new with you. It kind of feels like you've been apart long enough that it feels fresh and brand new. Sun. So it kind of, that's why it feels like it's a new relationship, because it's probably going to be a long time since you were together. There's new versions of you. You're both kind of renewed. So it feels brand new. Why is he not talking? Oh, let me see. Why is Mahesh not talking to Kumari? He feels like he's fighting some kind of battle he can't win. We were always meant to meet. It was written in the stars. He does dream about a future with you. I'm going to just ask the tarot why he won't. Why won't he talk to her? Why won't Mahesh talk to Kumari? He doesn't like to gamble, does he? Something happened in Sagittarius season? Aquarius season? Oh, not Aquarius. Oh, why did I say that? Maybe Cancer season? He's waiting for something to work out. Three of Pentacles. He's working on something with somebody. It looks like it's work related. He could actually be dating somebody else currently. I don't know. Maybe that there is somebody who has his attention. It doesn't look like it's serious. Unless he knows the Sagittarius. We have a Queen of Wands here. He could have apologized to somebody from his past. It could be work. I kind of feel like it's business related. It doesn't feel like love. It does feel like business because we saw, yeah, it kind of feels like business to me. The Three of Coins, and I thought I saw that, yeah, he has to walk away from something first to come towards you. So be it business or something that he was slightly involved in. He kind of looks to me like he's been involved with something business-wise, and it's kept him busy, but could have been romance, but it wasn't strong. It wasn't significant. The woman who is playing around him is Sag. She is someone he wants to get away from, because I saw the Eight of Cups. He wants to get away from her. So you should not be concerned about her. He doesn't want to be with her. He's trying to make his ex jealous. Oh, thank you, Carol. You're so nice. I talked to him about that game. And you're right. And he might have thought that jealousy would be a fun game to play, but I think that he realized that he wants to get away from it. 7 of Cups. It could have got confusing to him. 7 of Cups is a really illusionary, playing mind games. Yeah, we have 5 of Wands, the drama. The Knight of Cups. He wants romance. I think he knows where he needs to take his cup, and it's not to her. The Tower. It is going to shake her up, though, when he moves away from this situation. 8 of Cups and Tower. He is leaving the situation. Are your gifts coming online, Karen? Yes, he is trying to make an ex jealous. Carrie says whatever time, 11:30 a.m. until whatever time in the evening. So I'll try to reach you during the day, if that's okay with you. And so I think I'm a couple hours behind you, but I can't remember. We'll try to get a link up, and I'll try to get the link to you. And I'll try to do it the way I did it last time, if that's okay with you. But it's hard to get it, so I'm gonna probably just like leave it open. And if you have the capability of having both your machines on hand, then I can give you the links to get your chart drawn up. And I don't know if I open it up if we'll be able to have you as receptive, because there's a thing where I can like see the screen. If you want to do a screen share, I think you could. So we could like play with that and see what happens. That way, if you want to show me the chart, if you want me to help you. But if nothing else, if you did a screen capture, then we could like play with the toggle or whatever that would change the look of what your ascendant is. And so by knowing your personality and knowing the traits that you carry, you'd be able to understand your ascendant a little better. The ascendant is our personality, how we seem to others, and we recognize ourselves. And it does change over time, but it's a good way to kind of, knowing yourself is obviously going to come in handy for that. I'm only 1 hour behind. So he blocked me. New Year's Day was that we chatted. You talked to him on New Year's Day then? We are twin flame. Yeah, so maybe there's a runner chaser. He says he misses making love to you. I will do anything just to hold you again. And he says, I'm on a spiritual journey. You have awakened me. I love your swag. You are the whole package. He says, I didn't feel like I was on your level. You're a boss, and I'm very insecure. So Mahesh feels very insecure. And he recognizes that you're light years ahead of him when it comes to ascending. No, the North Node is okay for you. I think you told me that your North Node is the same as your ascendant, right? Because if it is, that means you got here. You really had very little work to do. Your karma was already pretty well dealt with. This is to be your sun and your ascendant, your ascendant and your North Node are in the same place. But the idea of the ascendant, the North Node, is that's the achievement that we are here, the task we are here to accomplish, to get to. Kind of like if you're going to get into the nautical, you're in the boat and you're trying to use the star to guide you. It's kind of like where your aim is. It's the mission is to see X, Y, or Z. And say you were born to be North Node, let's just say Libra. The Libra sector of life. So any modalities in which Libra would be about, the things that Libra accompanies, those are the areas in which you would be achieving to get to your North Node. So I think you said Cancer was your North Node, if I recollect, but I'm probably off. Maybe it was Sagittarius. Of course, you can have another. Carrie, it's 10:01 for me right now. I believe it's 9:01 for you. Yeah, it's almost time for, I'm gonna have to get running after I answer this last one because I have to feed a couple young men that are gonna come at me if they don't get food. They're my guides, so I need to make sure that they don't have hungry tummies. Karen wants to know, is she still into him? Is she still into Karen, please? Queen of Wands, I think so. Pretty hot. Pretty hot. Two of Pentacles. Very balanced. Two of Pentacles is actually material, like the flesh. She thinks of you at night. She's still into Karen, please. Okay, she might be deceptive. Seven of Swords. Yeah, she might not be obvious about it, but yes, she's hot for you. She probably thinks of you in bed at night. Okay, I'm kind of getting that idea here. Is she still hot for Karen, please? Did you guys dance together a whole bunch? Because I had spinning like a little ballerina in my pendulum. When I first got it, it was spinning like a ballerina, like those kind of the jewelry boxes. You know the kind I mean? The musical jewelry box, the ballerina that pops out. And you got a yes. Yeah, I don't think she wants you to know it, though. I don't think she would admit it. But I think that if you feel her at night, if you feel like a certain kind of connection to her, you feel aroused when you're thinking of her, she's probably thinking of you at night when she's in bed. So it's a little TMI, but that's what I'm seeing. That's Val. Okay, so there you have it. I have a friend that lives in Portland, Oregon. She is 1 hour behind me. So that's about right. Yeah, we're at 9 something now. Well, you have more than one friend in Portland, Oregon. Carrie, you have another friend in Portland, Oregon. Okay. So anyway, please give your hubby and boys a hug, Rochelle, and thanks for sharing and support. Well, you have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much, and hugs back to you from all of us. And also, my fingers are crossed for you and your Virgo lady. I hope this all goes really well for you. Too funny, TMI. Okay, I better get running, but thank you everyone for coming out and having your twin flame experience read here. And I really, really wish the best. And I hope that you all get these reunions that you so much desire and deserve. And you obviously, if you're going to get them, have done the work, because it isn't easy for twin flames to get these reunions. The divine is a hard one to satisfy at times, right? So yeah, it takes a lot. It does. And you're all growing. You're all achieving, and kudos to you all, because if you are going through a lot of learning experiences, it's painful. And I know firsthand it is. Also, your gifts could come online around the time your twin comes into your world too, because of these pains you've been through and sacrifice you may have had to incur. I'm putting that out there too, that it's kind of like a bittersweet thing, but it does happen for those of us that go through it. And I wish you all the very best in all facets. I'm going to read the financial outlooks over at Night Door Tarot. Don't know whether I should do that in a live stream. I'm kind of contemplating on that. I like doing the video formats, but what do you all think? You think it should be a live stream or a video? And other than that, I had a card fall out that I was prompted that I probably ought to read on. Hidden Intentions and Cross Watcher. So they want me to, guides were telling me that I need to get to Cross Watcher videos I don't know how you all take to those, but a lot of people do like them. I may save them for Lucky Girl. I don't know. I'm kind of noticing that I think that there's an older group that go to Ninth Door and a younger group that goes to Lucky Girl. So I don't know what to do there, but maybe I can get a census on everybody. Consensus, get a feel of who's going to which channel, or if you all are going to both, because I'm just curious if I should flavor one channel differently than the other. Take care, everybody. And I'll let you all answer the questions when we talk, or I'll be heading out in just a moment. Thank you, everyone, for the support. Carrie, I'll be looking for your place that I go to, and I will be doing a link for you tomorrow. And then I can answer your questions, and maybe we can talk about getting the ascendant figured out for you. Okay, be well, everyone. All the best to everybody. Happy 2026. Cosmic Sage out for now.